Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 10th of May. My name is Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And Gary, the market rolls on and rolls on, and across the capital cities the industry clearance rate seems to be dropping a little bit. It now seems to have settled across all capital cities in the mid-60s, except for Adelaide, which had a 75% clearance. Except what Adelaide won't tell you is they had maybe 20 auctions on for the entire capital city. So Adelaide, you can bask in the sun of being a high clearance capital city, but you are an insignificant little country town that I love to visit because it's a great place. Beautiful wine, beautiful accommodation, can't wait to visit there again, but just settle down. Having said all of that in this incredible introduction, Gary, because I'm on a roll, at Gary Peer and Associates, we had an 81% clearance.
Put up the tower, Phil, against the industry average of?
64, Gary.
Hey, that's pretty good. Not bad at all. As you say, Phil, the beat rolls on, and you've just gone and abused Adelaide and then complimented in the same breath, so not quite sure how that works.
And the interesting thing about Melbourne clearing 64, it reminds me of a famous Beatles song, Will You Still Need Me? Will you still leave me when I'm 64? So 64, don't worry, it's okay.
Are you 64 yet?
No,
you're looking a bit 64-ish.
You know what? I went to a party recently. I went to a party recently. A party.
What a party boy you are.
A party, and a person that we both know who will remain nameless.
Is that who had the party?
No.
Because I didn't go to the party.
Well, you were invited, but you slept on the couch and slept through it, apparently.
No, I'm not as much of a party boy as you are.
So I was at the party
aids
where a mutual friend of ours who will remain nameless, called Sam, looks at me with only that look on his face that Sam can give you, and he says, "We're all so old. Even you look old, Philip, and you normally look young, but you look old." I said, "Sam, there's somebody over there I need to go and talk to."
He knows. He was at my place for dinner last week. He knows how to make a guy feel good, doesn't he, Sam?
Tell you what, whatever happened to hi, how are you, the weather, the footy?
Sam, you should join the Compliment Club. But I tell you, it's a wonderful club, isn't it, Phil? Join the Compliment. Tell people you look great. Although you tell me, because someone who walks in the office, like one of our people, and I go, "You look great today," and you go, "I can't say that."
Well,
you said to me, I can't say that outfit looks good, or that sweater looks lovely, or that dress looks great, or you can't say that. What world are we in? Well, I'm a happily married man, have been for 30 years, and I can't say to a male or female, "You look good."
Look, it's better.
Is that what it's become to? I don't know if I want to live in a world like that.
It's better, Gary, if you focus on things other than the superficiality of whether somebody looks good. What about their mind, Gary? What about their brain? What about their personality?
I don't care what they say. I won't live in a world without love, Phil. It's a famous song. I don't know who wrote it, but Dennis will probably know. Tell us who wrote it.
What you should really say to people as they come in is, on the assumption that you look good or feel good or look great or feel great, on the assumption, I may be inclined to agree with you.
Okay, so they're allowed to feel good about themselves. I'm allowed to set it up by saying, "Do you feel good about how you look today?" And then if they say yes, if they say no, then I'll just go back to my laptop and say nothing, like nothing happened.
Correct.
And then if they say yes, I feel good about how I look today, I can
then
say
just endorse.
I can agree. I'm just prepared to agree with you. Endorse. And I wanted to let you know, now that I know you feel good about yourself, that I can
endorse their response, Gary.
I'm just sick of all this.
Set up.
I want to say to someone, "You look great.
Set up the opportunity.
You look fantastic. Your eyes are beautiful. You've got a wonderful smile. You look terrific in that outfit." I don't know. And I can say it to male or female or young or old. I should be able to say it to anybody, Phil. I think the world's gone mad. Anyway, let's just talk a bit about the auction scene, the real estate scene. We've had a good clearance rate. We've had a good weekend, 81%. A busy weekend. Well done to all of our auctioneers. Well done to all of our sellers. Well done to all of our buyers. We've got a story, by the way. Sometimes we lose the stories when we go through the properties. I'm going to tell you a great story, Phil, because, do you remember anything in your life that you missed, that you wish that you had back again? Is there anything in your life? Like your old E.H. Holden? That was a good car. I used to love it. I missed that.
My first car, viewers, was called Jack because the number plate was JOC. Yeah. My grandmother gave me this magnificent car. It was a 1968 E.H. Holden Premier with front leather bucket seats.
After how many years?
Longer. She must have driven it for 30 odd years, had about 3,000 miles on the clock.
She was a better driver.
Well,
he's a bad driver.
She gave it.
You're the sort of driver where your kids are going to, when you're maybe 70, they're going to go without you knowing to the police and say, please take his licence away. You know how there's people, older people, that they give out their license and they never want to really do. You're going to be one of those guys going to do it.
So she gave me this beautiful car, which is really a collector's item now, and probably worth tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars if only I'd kept it, or if only I hadn't have written it off for about, I don't know, 3 months after she gave me this beautiful car that did not have a chip or scratch. I'm not known
miss that car?
for... I do. It's actually looking back on it.
We've gone off track.
Looking back on it.
I was going to segue into something, and now, as it always happens on this little recording, we just go off on some tangent.
Ridiculous tangent. Looking back on it, I do miss it. Viewers, temperature test for the market. Look, there is no question.
No, you're off my theme. Is there anything that you miss that you had years ago, or that you...
That's how we got onto the car.
That's how we got onto it, you know?
What do I miss? I miss... what do I miss? I miss the naivety of how things used to be. I also miss that whole concept that you could go as a kid to a milk bar. I miss milk bars where you could go and you could have for 20 cents. You could like go and just and keep in mind we're about that high there.
Yeah. And you go coppers,
but you wouldn't.
Redskins,
you'd be looking up at the person serving you,
freckles,
and you'd be saying, "Oh, give me 2 of those. Oh no, put those 2 back. Give me 3 of those."
Young people don't know what you're talking. They're actually gone.
They don't even know what a milk bar is.
They don't know what a milk bar is. So I'll tell you a story, Phil.
You tell a story.
Somebody missed a property 7 years ago at number 5 at 48 Chomley Street. So they actually missed it. Not they missed it because they had it. They missed out on it. Right?
Yeah.
They missed out on it 7 years ago, and their last 7 years have been, I'm sure, very happy and complete years for those people. But guess what? They've come back 7 years later and they go, you know what? Not going to miss it this time. They bid at the auction and bought it. How good's that? They were the underbidders last time. So well done to the buyers. What a great story. 5 at 48 Chomley Street. They fought off another competitor and bought it at auction for $615,000. That is a good story. Phil, some other auctions. We sold another block of apartments. A number, I think we're over 100 now. Am I right?
That would be at least 100.
Yeah,
so
over 100.
I'll do the numbers for you and come back to it. If it's not 100, it could be 99. 102 maybe.
We should have 100. If it's not 100, can we have a 100 party when we sell a 100th block?
It'd be nice,
I think we should, yeah. 1 to 8 at 22 High Street, sold for an undisclosed amount, but well done, congratulations.
We sold that to a man in Ireland.
Yeah, we did.
He was actually on the phone in Ireland as we spoke.
It was the luck of the Irish, to be sure, he bought the block in High Street in Windsor. Good luck to him. Phil, I had some fun on Saturday morning, and Saturday morning auctions, you know, for me, I'm not the most morning person, but I've coffeed up, and I've taken your lead. You know, if I told you that I went and spent an hour in the gym before I went to work on Saturday morning, would you believe it?
Not a chance in the world would I believe it. And not a chance in the world you did it.
No, I didn't do it, but I just wanted to know if you believe it. So anyway, 2B Mawby Road, Phil, I was good. I was good, I was fit, I was fine, I was happy. And anyway, look, we had 4 bidders there, so well done. We thought we'd get 125 to 135, and I think the reserve was around that 130 or thereabouts. Anyway, it sold for $1,490,000 to delightful people. Well done to the buyers, and what a fantastic property, Phil. Very hotly contested. That Bentleigh East Market, Leon Kuzenfitter and his team, they're on fire.
They're doing a great job.
3 million, 2 million, 5, not 5 million, but they're selling stuff for all sorts of prices.
Well, they're selling a lot in the $2 to $4 million range, that's for sure.
Yep, so this is what's hot, Phil. That was hot. 6 Edward Street, Chadstone. That was hot, Phil. That sold for $1,375,000. Graham Callan.
Remember when we started in real estate? I know this is the old man of real estate segment, but remember when we started in real estate that Chadstone was...
Well, there was a little shopping centre there in Chadstone those days. They had a little donut shop at the front. That was good.
But my point being is that Chadstone was a long way away.
Yeah,
now Chadstone is a very much an inner, well, it's not an inner ring, but it's a middle ring suburb, flanked now by Murrumbeena on one side and Melbourne on the other.
Good place to bludge school, Chadstone. Like if you bludge school, the WAG school, you went to Chadstone.
It'd be hard to find you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was hard to find you. You sort of hung out there, a bit of few pinball machines, had some fun. Phil, 2 at 9 Wanalta Road, Carnegie, another hot auction. 3 bidders there, sold for $935,000. Well done to Leo Samuel and Aviv Samuel. And Aviv, of course, was the agent for that place.
Tell me, Gary, while I'm looking at the camera and you can look at the list, tell me, was Albion Street disclosed or
no, it's undisclosed, Phil. It was a hot auction. There was 5 bidders. It was our most popular auction.
5 people
sold
bidding.
for well in excess of the range, which is in the very low ones, and went towards the mid ones. What do you want to tell us about that property?
Oh, only that we had multiple people people bidding. We moved very quickly through the quote range, very quickly past the reserve price. And there were five people bidding for it. And it was really interesting. It was really much that 25 to 40-year-old set, 430 odd square metres of land. So it was a good piece of land. But a semi-detached property, I think that shows real depth of the market, which is kind of interesting because there's a lot of media beat up at the moment about what's happening with the market.
Yes.
There's no question.
People are trying to be spooked, aren't they?
There's no question that the market has settled, without question.
Come back a little.
It's almost like, to use a hotel bar illustration, imagine you go to the bar, right? And the ebullient publican serves you a beer. Right, a beer, Gary, and he clunks or she clunks or they clunk down the beer on the counter.
What sort of beer?
And it's got a lot of froth on top, right?
Okay.
And then you just blow the froth off the top,
right?
And that's the market that's left there. So the stuff at the top, the white stuff, the creamy stuff that gives you absolutely nothing. You blow that off the top and you're left with beer.
There are people overseas that watch this show.
That's my market analogy. This is a market where the froth has been blown off the top, and what you're left with is still the guts of the beer. You've still got the glass, you've still got the beer, you've still got good times, but that frothy stuff that doesn't really give you much, gone.
Fair enough.
Did that make sense at all?
You know, I think I need to go.
I'm just going to ask the camera person. Did you get that analogy?
No, he's just.
Chris? You'll run with it? Okay.
All right. He's going to run. He's just being polite. He really just wants to go.
Chris is paid to just get through this segment as quickly as he can and get back to the office.
He's going to have to. Someone has to watch and edit this, and it's going to vomit, I reckon. Look, 90A William Street.
Yes.
What a cool place that was in Balaclava.
Shout out to my delightful vendors there, Mark and Deb, who are, I think, actually, of all of the people I know, and I know tens of thousands of people,
you do.
Top 1% of people love those two. They are just the
Isn't it good dealing with lovely people?
It is.
Yeah, there's no reason not to be lovely because life's short. We'll all be dead before you know it, and all you get to leave behind is happy times that you give to others.
Correct.
So,
correct. Ultimately, when that meteorite comes and smacks into our planet, and we're all just in an instant gone, vaporized, ash. Life as we know it does not exist. You know, you can only look back as a particle floating through the atmosphere going, I should have been nice to Philip Kingston and Gary Peer.
Exactly. I should have loved my local agent just a little bit more, my selected agent.
I'm with you, Gary.
Let's talk about a few properties that are outstanding and then review our auctions for the weekend.
Yep.
Two feature properties to talk about, Philip, before we get into our auctions this weekend. St Albans Avenue, which is a great address.
I love St Albans Avenue. You used to own a property in St Albans Avenue. Gary, what a tragedy I ever sold it.
That was a mistake.
But, you know, life moves on. St Albans Avenue, this is one of two. So there's two apartments, a ground floor apartment. This is the first floor apartment. Gary, drive into the basement, go straight up in the lift, and it opens into your entrance hall. Or your guests come over, they can take the stairs or the lift. It's the entire top floor. Faces north, east, west and south, so you've got
how can it face every direction?
Because Gary, it's the entire top floor, so some rooms look to the south, some to the north, some to the east, some to the west. It is spectacular, been fully refurbished throughout. Move straight in, get on with life and love every moment.
Let's talk about another property, Philip, that's close to your heart, 54 Rosamond.
Well, Gary, I've been highly involved with that property together with Jeremy Rosens. What a standout property. We've got an architect who has developed this project for herself. This is the one that she's selling off, a very talented architect. And this is the most spectacular property. If you want to see hot architecture at its finest, come to 54 Rosamond Street, which is just behind Las Chicas in Carlisle Street. A thumpingly good location and a fabulous build.
High quality architects design a home. Okay, let's run into the auctions, Philip. We've got something like 30 to go through.
Oh my Lord, I'm tired already,
We're going to kick off already midweek, Philip, on the 12th of May. In just a few days' time, we've got number 3 Eskay Road in Oakleigh, Southfield.
Yes, we do,
Graham
Gary.
Callan's going to be offering this terrific property to the market. What an interesting looking place.
Gary, this is really interesting. This will be a great buy for somebody looking for a property like this, because they're always really hard to find. We've got 365 square metres of land, leased to excellent tenants, approximately 30,600 per annum. That is a terrific property.
Phil, we've got 4 properties starting off on Saturday at 10 and 10:30am. We're going to be in Raglan Street, Port Melbourne. David Thompson's doing the Port Melbourne thing.
Got to love this, Gary. This is a house for the renovators. You could lease it in its current form, I suppose, or move into it, but it's ideally the most fabulous refurbishment opportunity.
You've got a busy day on Saturday. I don't know if you know.
I do. I've looked at that. Don't you worry about that, Gary.
Phil, you're kicking off at 10:30 in Ormond, in Leila Road, Ormond.
I love that location. 721 square metres of prime Ormond land. Doesn't get much better than that, Gary. You've got so much opportunity. And of course, what a great spot.
I'm just a suburb or two away, Philip, in Murrumbeena in Rosella Street.
Yes, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a lock-up garage, plenty of wraparound courtyard gardens. Viewers, if you haven't bought a piece of real estate and you buy one thing over the next 10 years, buy a single-storey villa with some land around it, a 2 or a 3 bedroom. You will set yourself up for a lifetime of rental happiness.
Phil, we're going to keep moving north. 10:30, we're going to go to Melbourne, Raglan Irish. Jeremy Rosen's auctions this terrific
Check out this gorgeous building, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car parks. That's the sort of real estate that, you know, is just brilliantly located and a pleasure to live in.
In the words of Borat, give me five auctions at 11:30am. Philip, we're going to be in Celeste Court in East St Kilda. Jeremy Rosen's
Round
auctions.
the corner from our office, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. And not that you need a car space when you live there with everything on your doorstep, but good building, incredible location.
I'm going to be in Griffiths Street, Phil, at 11:30, auction this terrific property for Glenn Bricker.
Again, the sort of real estate we love. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 lock-up garage, wraparound courtyard gardens, an opportunity to set yourself up there. Great first home buyers, great downsizers, great empty nesters, great investment. We love those properties.
Park Street, Elsterwick, on the corner right there of Glen Ira Road, with Shelford across the road. Phil, the cafe downstairs. Tell us about this.
Well, Gary, we just sold in that building last week, and it's a popular building because it's a popular location, and that building is a really good building. There we've got 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 secure basement car park.
Leo Samuel's going to be heading down to Elwood to auction on Brighton Road together. This is a brother of Viv, great looking apartment.
Well, it's hard to find a 3 bedroom, Gary. This is 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, old world charm, beautiful timber floorboards, been renovated throughout. It's a ripper.
Number 4 will be your lucky number if you buy this one, Phil. 444. Kooyong Road will be for a lucky buyer, Phil.
Well, check this out, Gary. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 gleaming bathrooms, a double lock-up garage. That is straight out of an architectural magazine. It is a showcase, standout architect design property.
We've also got 4 auctions, Philip, at 12:30 in Mckinnon Road. We are going to be heading off there with Leo Samuel auctioning.
Yes, Gary, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, basement car parking for 2 cars. That is fabulous real estate.
2 at 209 Dandenong Road, Windsor. Jeremy Rosen's auctions for Nikki Janover.
1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Check out the renovation, the boards, the timber boards, the beautiful kitchen. That is a great opportunity.
Graham Callan's in Shepperson Avenue. What a great looking home this is.
Well, it doesn't get much better looking than that, Gary, and that's on a good parcel of land. That's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathrooms. So you've got the land opportunity, you've got just move into the home opportunity, you've got the subject to council approval, move, build on, build up, build out, or renew, but it's fabulous.
12:30, Philip, you're going to be in Miriam Street in Caulfield.
Yes, Gary, that's a great property. I really like this home. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a lock-up garage. That home is completely immaculate.
Triple auction action at 1:30, Phil, back in Murrumbeena with David Thompson, another great looking property.
Yeah, that's a really good one, Gary, because you can just add some value there. Great location, Sydney Street. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathrooms. These properties, these semis on good parcels of land, this is on 380 square metres of land. That's a great place to start your property career.
And with a range south of $1 million, Phil. The 1:30 groove continues, Philip, in Inkerman Street, St Kilda East. Leo Samuel auctions together with Aviv this terrific apartment.
Gary, I love this because this is a loft style apartment. So here we've got 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. That is a really cool building, walking distance to Carlisle Street and the Balaclava train station. That is a really schmicko property.
Our second Elsterwick auction takes place in Trevelyan Street, a fine address, Phil. You'll look forward to auctioning this, no doubt.
Gary, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 car space. We love that location. We love Trevelyan Street. And of course, who doesn't love Elsterwick?
We've got double auction action at 2:30, and if your luck is in, you'll be able to buy this house in Luck Inns Road in Bentleigh, Phil.
Gary, check this house out. A superb family living indoors and out, says the headline, and it's right. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, huge amount of off-street car parking, beautiful garden area, not a cent to spend, move in.
in Grange Road, Glen Huntly, Phil, we have this terrific one-bedroom snap purchase, I would call it. Leila Samuel Auctions.
Gary, one bedroom, one bathroom, one car space, just a good entry into the marketplace. Can't go wrong there.
Double auction action at 3:30, Phil. We're going to keep you in Bentleigh, this time in Riddle Street, Phil.
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street car parking for up to 3 cars, and that is again, we love this style of real estate. We love Bentleigh, and that's a great affordable opportunity.
Graham Callan brings down the curtain, Phil, at 3:30 with Dan Dyson in Neeram Road.
Well, that's pretty schmick property, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car parks, so 2 plus 2 plus 2, and of course be part of the Neeram Road / Kooyong Road groove.
Brings us to Sunday, Philip. We've got triple auction action. We're going to be bright and early in this terrific villa. This is a standout, Phil, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there at 10:30am in Hartley Avenue.
Gary, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, courtyard gardens, room for another car. How many more times in this show, and generally do we have to say that this is exactly the sort of real estate that suits all factors of the market and you can't go wrong buying it?
And that's as good, that's probably the top of its class, Phil,
Yep.
I reckon. We are going to also be at 355 Kooyong Road, Elsterwick, Leila Samuel Auctions this fine looking property.
Gary, a beautiful corner home, so you've got really good access to this property. First of all, it's pretty as a picture of that post-Edwardian Federation style home, and that is 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, but because it's on a corner, you've got all of the northern orientation.
Jeremy Rosens is a busy man. He's got 4 auctions on Sunday. The first one is going to be in Balaclava Road, 6 at 157.
Yeah, well, this is a great apartment because it's on the corner of Rosamond Avenue, one of the area's top streets. This is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 basement car parks, courtyard garden, and a very affordable price range for a property of its size.
Just the one auction, 11:30, Phil, 4 at 353 Alma Road. A great position, a great block, and a wonderful property.
It is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, immaculate property.
I look forward to seeing you in Kilburn Grove, or Kilburn Street, I should say, Phil. Now, this is a magnificent home. It's a spacious, gracious home, lots of accommodation, lots of living areas. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Hard to get 5 or 6 bedrooms, Gary, let alone 4 bathrooms. This home is in beautiful order throughout. It's been beautifully updated. It's got a really good street presence, and we know that Kilburn has fast become one of the standout streets of that pocket of North Caulfield.
No question about it, Phil. At the same time, there's going to be an auction at 593 Inkerman Road. Jeremy Rosens is the auctioneer.
Well, he loves that home because he likes the home, he likes the location, and he loves the people that are selling it. That is a Victorian property, but has been schmicked up to be very, very cool inside. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking for 2 cars.
Double auction action at 1:30, Phil. We think we're going to see some fireworks. This property has been very popular. 3 at 43 Alexander Street.
Well, Gary, Alexandra Street's a great location. This is incredible inside. Really is a stunning home. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street car parking for up to 3 cars.
1:30, Phil. At the same time, we're staying in Eastern Kilda, and we are going to see an auction that Glenn Brick has been handling at 2A McHenry Street.
4 bedrooms, Gary, 2.5 bathrooms. It's got a lock-up garage. It's also got a second car space. It's really home size, house size, and what a great street that is. Walking distance to Glen Huntly Road shops, Glen Ira Village shops, Carlisle Street. It really is a great location there.
Phil, I will be having the final say on Sunday at the auction in Glen Huntly Road. You will have been finished a few hours earlier. Hopefully you'll get to, I don't know if the footy's on, but Melbourne just keeps rolling
Melbourne
on.
And Carlton, maybe we'll come back to that another time.
Yeah, wow. We're on your tail. 6 at 5:30 Glen Huntly Road, Elsterwick, Phil.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Good property.
And that brings down the curtain on a very busy episode, a very busy weekend. So much going on, Phil. And we're looking forward to bringing you all the news. We're right into May now, Phil. We're listing for June and July. And even looking at spring.
We're already booking into September. I looked at our list the other day, and we've got a lot of listings there for September and already October. So viewers, nothing like forward planning, getting organised, and before you know it, look, we're middle May already. Who would have thought we're already almost halfway through the year?
In the words of the famous horse trainer Colin Hayes, Phil, the future is there for those that plan for it, which I think was a very good saying. Anyway,
the future is there for those that plan for it. To finish GPTV on the wisdom of a horse trainer.
There you go.
What a way to go out. Viewers, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Have a great week. I'm Philip Kingston. It's a pleasure to be looking at you.
I'm Gary Peer. We'll see you next week.